Welcome once again to Tech Innovation. Today we want to talk about news that is causing a sensation on social media and is also revolutionizing the automotive world. What has happened with General Motors? Lately, this news has sparked significant controversy and uncertainty about the future of this prestigious brand. Join us to find out what is happening in this intriguing story. General Motors is currently navigating a major issue tied to its strategy for electric-powered cars. The recent choice by Mary Barra, GM's chief executive, to unexpectedly halt the manufacturing of vehicles running on electricity and abandon most plans for such automobiles has sent shockwaves through the automotive industry. This move, a surprise to numerous individuals, comes at a point when approximately 92,000 GM automobiles using electricity are sitting waiting for buyers at dealerships. The circumstance has reached a stage where GM feels compelled to sell these electric vehicles at tremendous losses. Mary Barra's unforeseen decision to back away from GM's commitment to vehicles employing electricity prompts several crucial questions. What prompted the sudden choice by Mary Barra to close the manufacturing of electric vehicles? Does this imply that GM is entirely giving up on cars powered by electricity? Furthermore, the circumstances surrounding this significant shift in strategy remain unclear and concerning. GM's response to this situation has been explained by the company. It has been confirmed that the decision to reschedule the conversion of the Orion assembly plant is based on the need to manage capital investment more effectively and adjust to the evolving demand for electric vehicles. However, GM is not the only company facing this challenge. Other automotive giants, including Ford and Tesla, are recalibrating their electric vehicle strategies to maximize revenue. In the case of Tesla, reducing prices on various models in response to concerns about consumer spending decline has been a strategy adopted to maintain competitiveness in the market. Ford has also initiated price cuts to cope with projected losses of $4.5 billion in its electric vehicles. Ford is facing significant losses with a projected loss of $32,000 for every electric vehicle sold, and its Ford model division is already in the red by around $1.8 billion. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, has expressed his view on the situation, mentioning that the price consumers are willing to pay for electric vehicles has decreased. This opinion aligns with statements from Ford CFO John Lawler, who has commented that the transition to electric vehicles is underway, but may be a slower journey than expected. In this context, the average selling price of a new electric vehicle has fallen almost 20% year over year. Mary Barra, of GM CEO, seems to be facing a challenging moment at the center of this fiasco. Barra's seemingly short-sighted vision for Chevrolet focuses on high-priced electric vehicles, leading to accusations that this strategy is more of a personal profit agenda than a genuine evolution. Additionally, criticisms of GM are not limited to production decisions, as the company has faced staggering fines of $13 million due to poor quality issues in vehicle manufacturing. GM, which was one of the first legacy automakers to transition to electric vehicles, has recently announced that it will no longer pursue the previously set goal of producing 400,000 electric vehicles from 2022 to mid-2024. This surprising revelation comes just a few months after Mary Barra firmly reaffirmed the goal in July. Persistent strikes by United Auto Workers, UAW, have played a significant role in GM's decision. These strikes cost the automaker an astonishing $800 million, and the strike cost the company an additional $200 million per week. The workforce and struggles with unions are significantly affecting GM's projections and strategy. Despite this shift in strategy, GM has emphasized that it is not entirely abandoning its electric vision. Paul Jacobson, GM CFO, has underscored that the company remains focused on reaching the production of 1 million electric vehicles by the end of 2025. In a letter to shareholders in the third quarter, Mary Barra articulated the company's strategy, noting that they are moderating the acceleration of electric vehicle production to protect prices, adjust to slower short-term demand growth, and implement engineering efficiency and other improvements to make their vehicles less expensive to produce and more profitable. However, the challenges GM faces are not unique, as other automakers such as Ford and Tesla are also adjusting their strategies to adapt to the evolving market and maximize revenues. Tesla, for example, has lowered prices in response to concerns about consumer spending decline, while Ford has begun implementing price cuts to address projected losses in its electric vehicles. GM's financial landscape has also been affected, as third quarter results revealed a 7.3% decline in net income, dropping to $3.1 billion, with an estimated production loss in the fourth quarter of around $600 million. These figures include the detrimental effects of strikes that began in mid-September, resulting in substantial losses for the company. Another critical factor in this scenario is GM's recent struggle with the production of its Silverado EVs from the Factory Zero in Detroit. The company only managed to deliver 18 units in the third quarter, going against plans to ramp up production by 2024 at the Orion plant where the Bolt EV was manufactured. This delay until late 2025, according to GM, is not due to supply shortages or the UAW strike, but rather to the evolving demands of electric vehicles and imperative engineering improvements. Despite these challenges, GM has announced a significant investment in its internal combustion engine, ICE vehicles, especially in heavy-duty service trucks. This multifaceted strategy aims to meet current demands, fund the transition to electric vehicles, and appease its workforce. GM is expected to invest over $1 billion to upgrade 2 factories in Flint, Michigan for the manufacturing of new heavy-duty ICE trucks. Although GM has committed to a fully electric fleet by 2035, it acknowledges the profitability of its ICE vehicles. The heavy-duty service truck experienced a 38% sales increase in 2022, with almost 288,000 units sold. The revenue generated by these vehicles will fund GM's conversion to electric vehicles. Analysts and suppliers predict that GM could continue producing its most profitable combustion engine trucks and SUVs for another 10 to 12 years, generating tens of billions in additional profits. This GM approach, while oriented towards ICE vehicles, does not signify a complete abandonment of its electric vision. Paul Jacobson, GM CFO, has emphasized that the company remains committed to producing 1 million electric vehicles by the end of 2025. However, to optimize its financial situation, GM has decided to redesign and relaunch the Chevy Bolt with more cost-effective lithium-ion batteries. This strategic shift involves discarding an ambitious $5 billion spending plan for various new entry-level electric vehicles. Although GM aims to make its electric vehicles more affordable and profitable, the company's financial reality indicates that it faces a challenging path to a total transition to electric vehicles. Additionally, financial losses and fines for poor quality issues are significantly impacting GM, and the recent struggle with electric vehicle production only complicates its situation. The 7.3% decline in net income in the third quarter, production losses, and worker strikes are creating a challenging scenario for GM. The profitability of GM's ICE vehicles, which cannot be underestimated, becomes a crucial benchmark for funding the planned transition to electric vehicles by 2035. The Arlington plant, which produces GM's full-size combustion SUVs, stands out as the world's most profitable car plant, according to GM CFO Paul Jacobson. Despite the transition to electric vehicle strategy, GM is recognizing the current profitability of its ICE vehicles and is working to maintain its leadership position in the full-size truck market. This approach seems to meet current demands and provide financial resources for its complete shift to electric vehicles in the future. In summary, GM is at a complex crossroads with its electric vehicle strategy. Although facing significant challenges, is not entirely abandoning its electric vision. The company is making strategic adjustments to balance the current profitability of its ICE vehicles and fund the planned transition to electric vehicles by 2035. GM's ability to adapt to changing market demands and overcome current obstacles will determine its success on this challenging path to total electrification. And with this, we have reached the final part of this video. What will happen to General Motors? How will it unfold over time amid this uncertainty? We know that it is currently in a challenging situation. What are your thoughts on this news? We look forward to reading your comments. We appreciate that you have made it to this point in the video. If you enjoyed this video, please let us know with a like and subscribe to support the community. Remember to activate the notification bell to not miss any relevant content and receive it instantly. See you in the next video.